The galaxy had grown silent in the spaces between stars. Civilizations had risen and fallen, leaving behind ruins of technology and wisdom that few could understand. Machines controlled vast fleets, and alien minds calculated probabilities faster than any human could imagine. Yet in all the calculated order, there remained one planet where humans had endured against all odds. On the edge of the Orion Spiral, the human colony of Lyra thrived not because of advanced weapons or instantaneous travel, but because of curiosity. The aliens who had studied them for centuries called it chaotic, illogical, but fascinating. No machine could predict a human's choice entirely, and no alien could fully anticipate their ingenuity. Commander Rill walked along the observation deck of the Lyra station. Staring at the approaching storm of dark ships, the readings were troubling. Every sensor indicated near-impossible probabilities of success for the human fleet. Every alien tactician, every AI that had calculated the possible outcomes, had already written the humans off. Yet Rill felt a different pulse beneath the numbers. There was a spark in human unpredictability that even the most precise calculations could not capture. The humans were few. Barely 50 ships, old designs patched together with ingenuity and hope. Their opponents numbered in the thousands, machines and aliens in a synchronized force. The human fleet commander, Keon, had a reputation for risk, for bending situations to his will. Many believed it was recklessness. But Rill had observed him long enough to recognize something else: clarity in chaos. As the battle began, alien cruisers descended in formation, their weapons cutting through the void like silent predators. Humans launched defensive drones, shields flickering, engines straining against impossible maneuvers. The aliens advanced, confident in inevitability. Every AI calculated the humans' destruction within minutes. And yet, Keon acted. He did not follow predicted paths. He did not retreat. He did not wait for the enemy to strike first. Instead, he guided his fleet into a series of rapid maneuvers. Weaving among the alien vessels with a rhythm that seemed almost musical, Rill could not explain what she saw. The human ships twisted, dodged, and struck with a precision that defied probability. A drone launched from a single human vessel and detonated at the perfect angle, taking out a carrier twice its size. Another human ship, nearly disabled, rammed into the side of a massive alien ship. Disabling its engines and creating chaos in the formation, the AI predictions failed repeatedly. Every calculated moment of destruction passed without human loss. The humans were doing the impossible, not because they had better technology, but because their actions could not be reduced to equations. From her station, Rill watched Keon activate a device that pulsed light into the void. It was a temporal disruptor, something stolen from abandoned alien research, never tested before. The humans had no way to know if it would work. The aliens, of course, had no way to know either. And that was the point. The device emitted a field that slowed the flow of time in a localized area. Alien ships found their movements sluggish, their attacks delayed. The humans moved as if time had no effect on them, striking with perfect timing in the gap that no algorithm could predict. One by one, alien ships were disabled, their formations unraveling. Keon's fleet, battered but unbeaten, moved through the chaos like a living organism. Every human pilot seemed connected to the other, reacting instantly, improvising, making choices that no AI could foresee. Rill realized then why the humans survived. In the vast calculus of the universe, they were variables that refused to be constrained. Machines predicted patterns, aliens sought order, but humans existed in the moment unbound, able to choose paths no one else considered. As the battle reached its climax, Keon faced the alien command ship. It was a massive structure, bristling with weapons and shielded by layers of impenetrable defense. Every plan suggested it could not be breached. Every analysis indicated certain death for anyone attempting a frontal assault. Keon did not hesitate. He accelerated his ship directly at the command vessel, weaving through its defensive fire. A small pod detached, filled with explosive charges, and guided by instinct rather than programming. It struck the command vessel's weak point, destabilizing its core. The explosion rippled across the alien fleet. Ships spun out of control, some drifting silently into the void. The rest retreated, leaving the humans victorious. Kian's fleet, though scarred, had survived against impossible odds. In the aftermath, Reel approached Kian. She had studied humans for decades and understood their methods. Yet she knew she had never truly comprehended them. "How did you do it?" she asked. Kian smiled, a tired but triumphant expression. "We acted in the only moment that mattered. Everything else was noise." The aliens would take years to recover, to calculate what had happened. They would try to find a pattern, a formula that explained human success, but there would be none. For humans did not succeed because of prediction or logic. They succeeded because of choice, because of courage, because of the ability to act when the moment demanded it. Rill turned away, staring at the stars. She thought of the countless civilizations that had relied on perfect calculation, on probability, uncertainty. And she thought of the humans, chaotic and unpredictable, who moved through life with a freedom no algorithm could contain, on Lyra. Humans repaired their ships, celebrated quietly, and prepared for the future. They knew the universe was vast, dangerous, and indifferent. Yet they also knew that in the right moment, a single human could change everything. And so the story spread across the galaxy, whispered among alien analysts. Studied by AI networks, debated in distant academies, it was the story of the moment when humans made sense, not because they followed rules, but because they chose to act fully and without hesitation. In a universe that expected them to fail, Kian returned to his ship, looking out at the dark expanse. He thought of the stars and the possibilities beyond. There would be more battles, more challenges, and more moments when the odds were impossible. But he also knew that as long as humans acted with courage and clarity, the impossible would always remain within reach. In the end, the galaxy remembered one simple truth: a human could not be fully predicted, controlled, or contained. The universe could bend rules, enforce probabilities, and calculate outcomes. Yet a single human, in the right moment, could make all the difference. And that was enough.